Alright guys, so in today's video we are going to be playing a game called Global Farmer. One thing that's pretty cool about this game is you can pretty much go anywhere you want and farm. So we only have two regions downloaded right now, which is Central Europe. There's a Northern Europe and Southern Europe. You got Africa, Asia, Australia and Oceania. Can't go down to Antarctica. Got Russia, and then North America. So we are going to start here. Alright, so here we are. This is the menu. We're not going to change anything. This is just kind of what the base stats are. You can change the amount of workers, change the amount of money. Basically, how much do you start with? Yeah, they have a monthly cost, animal monthly cost, how much you sell. If you were to buy a building and sell it back on hard mode, you only get 50% of that cost back. On normal mode, if you buy it, you can sell it back for 100% of the price. So if you make a mistake or need to move something around or whatever, you can get that back. Crop sale prices are a lot higher. Again, this is just like the kind of the casual. Well, maybe this is the casual one, but this is just to kind of get us into the game. So we're going to take a look at this. Over here, they have different stuff for the amounts of rain. Different parts of the world are going to get more or less rain. Rain probability, sunshine duration, so closer to the equator is going to get some more sun than the north parts. Temperature is also going to change, stuff like that. They got different types of soil, sand, clay, silt, different levels of nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium. It's a lot of cool stuff. We'll just go with that one. Again, we're just kind of jumping into it to show you guys what the game is about. I played it for probably maybe an hour and a half, kind of just taking a look around. Same thing, I played on the easy mode, you could say. But basically, and I'm not sure why, I think it might be maybe a graphics update or something that my game is looking all weird. I'm not sure if it's like that for everybody, but anytime I move it. So you can pick where you want your house. I don't think it really matters. So this is the map of Dover. I think we'll try and go like the furthest outside of town here, maybe something like this. So there we go, we've placed our house down. Then if we click on it, so this is our property here. You can see the fence line goes back for a bit. And basically from here we can build out whatever you'd want. Can put some roads, shorter straight roads, longer straight roads, if you want a T intersection, if you have it out here somewhere. We got different storage stuff, so we have silos, warehouses. This is a ventilated warehouse. You have refrigerated and ventilated. Then you have, oops, going the wrong way, slightly bigger silo, and then ventilated and refrigerated large warehouses. Those are mediums and smalls. There's different parking spaces. This is basically where your vehicles are going to park. Then you have your different tractors and machines. Your different implements, so your seeders and stuff like that are all in here. And the bigger tractors, I know the biggest tractor is needed for both of these two. I'm not sure exactly which tractors can run all of these ones, but I know the smallest one can run some of this stuff. And then this is just for the road builder. I haven't messed around with animals at all, so that is all new for me. But yeah, there's a chicken coop, a sheep barn, and a cow barn. So I think we'll probably just do something real basic here just to start. And actually see if you look right here, I kind of left a little bit too much space. I should have moved it back one. But since we're on easy, oops. Since we're on easy, I can just click on it and sell it right back for the same price that we paid. And then we can go back in. And instead of this, I can move it back one. So now it's exactly where we want it, basically. We're not going to do anything fancy here, so maybe we'll go with like a four-way intersection. Maybe have the road go something out this way. And we'll put a parking lot over here. So we'll do a couple of, let's see, we could almost, does that fit? Not quite, it's one spot short. Oh wait, that does work. Wow, that was pure luck. So we'll put maybe 3 of these. we're just going to buy a bunch of stuff just because I want to be able to show you guys. So these parking spots are where you're going to park all of your vehicles. So we're just going to turn them something like this. So when it's orange or kind of yellowish, it means there's something blocking it. So we'll go with the small one there. Again, we have a good amount of money, so we're just kind of showing you guys, but we'll go with that. I think this one's a little bit bigger. Takes a little bit more space, so we'll go with that. This one's much bigger. I don't think we needed anywhere close to that amount of space. It looks like we didn't. Oh, actually we got all the implements still, so we'll see. I think this plow is really big right here. This one needs the entire space. I can't tell if that's the correct orientation or not. Yes, it is. Okay. And then this one's also very big. So there we go. Let's go back to the start. Which one do we have? Just the first one. Okay, so we got to get this one still. This one. We would need this. We're just putting it in order just so we can kind of grab it. And again, you don't need all of this stuff, but we're just going to grab it all so we can do any kind of farming that pops up, basically. Here's a smaller plow. An irrigation hose. Got a harvester. Another harvester. And one last harvester. So I think we're a little bit out of room, but that's fine. We'll kind of just put it up in the corner over here. That'll give us space to get in and grab that. So that's all of the different, machines and implements as of right now. Then if we go to the storage here, got a couple of different options. So we'll probably just put, again, ours isn't going to be anything, actually, maybe we'll put it on the side over here. Let's do this will fit 30 tons. How much money do we have? We currently have 2.5 million, so this one would be 800,000, 650,000, plus 1 million, that's about 1.5. Yeah, I think that should be good. So we'll go with a warehouse here. Let's try and spin that. I think that's the correct orientation. Yeah, we got our door on this side. Not that it really matters too much. We'll put this one maybe right up next to it. We'll see how this looks. It's kind of weird how it's like stacking all the blocks and then it'll go down once it gets to the top. So we'll go with that. Actually, we can put a little T in here. That fits perfectly in there. Go with a long stretch of... Actually, we don't know where exactly this one comes out, but I guess we'll probably just put a... I screwed up that road again. It's a little bit too close, or a little bit too far, I mean. Build, road... And yeah, we're not doing anything crazy, just building a road to get to all of our stuff. And you know, obviously we could go across the parking lot here, that'd be fine too. Okay. Let's go with a longer road here. Got another spot to turn in for both of these. And yeah, that looks good for now. Actually, I think I gotta go one... Let's see, does this fit on here? It does. Let's put a silo here on the end. Oh wait, that... Which one is that? Medium silo, we'll sell that. We'll go with the big one. So we'll grab the large silo. There we go. So we have $50,000 left. We basically spent all we had to build this place up. So this is our farm. I mean, you can start with $125,000. So we basically spent $4.9 million for this right here. Then if we click over here, we can switch to the actual. You can buy plots of farmland now, which we might have screwed ourselves. We might have to sell some stuff to get some of these plots. It looks like they're all quite a bit bigger than. I mean, this one here is 88,000. Where'd it go? This one. So we got to try and find. Here we go. 22,000. We'll buy this one. So we could have investigated a little bit more to look for certain things like the different soil compositions and whatever, but looks like it's full of nutrients, phosphorus, potassium, moisture's pretty high. Don't know what exactly we want for these ones. Got a little bit of weeds, not too much. You can, spray herbicides to get rid of the weeds. If your weeds go up, like if you don't weed it for a while, it's gonna, become a lot of weeds. You can add fertilizer and nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium to your fields. If they, as you put more crops in, some of them will just take it out. If you plant the same crop over and over, you're depleting it on something. So if we go in here, there's different contracts which you can do. So we could do a contract here. This would take we would have 420 days to complete it. We would need to get 500 kilos worth of carrots, which I think we will accept that and see how close we can get to that. I feel like we could probably get pretty close, maybe even 1,000, maybe 1,500. I don't know, maybe we could do both. We'll see, but we could get paid 17,000. So we'll accept that. So then what we would do is click on our property, click plant. As you see, we got like pretty large boosts for all of these ones because the field is, right now it's pretty tip-top shape. Now over here is the estimated or expected amount of revenue you'd get. So if you planted ryegrass, you'd only get $5,000 out of this plot of land. So probably not the best idea to plant that one. Let's see, where's carrots? Carrots would net us about 60,000. 79 looks like it's the most right now. Some strawberries. 86. Olives. Some of these ones you have to keep into account the labor though. I did plant olives earlier because it was really lucrative, but I had to hire an absolutely boatload of workers, which pretty much made it not worth it, because you have to pay. I'll show you guys quickly. If you pay a worker, currently we only have one worker, but if we were to hire a couple more, you can see that the hiring cost goes up really fast. So 45,000 if I were to hire 18 people. 19 people would add another $2,500. That's just for the hiring cost. So if you were to fire them and then rehire them, if you wanted to, just basically have seasonal workers, you're going to be out quite a bit of money because you're going to have to repay that hire fee. They're only $100 a month, but if you have, 20, 30, 40 workers, because I needed to hire like 42, I think it was, to complete this field that I had. And then here, I think this is the expected amount of how many carrots we're supposed to have. And then if we end up plowing, it brings that up just a bit. And then same with cultivating, it brings that up just a little bit more. So it might be worth it, might not be. But here's what I was talking about earlier with the smaller machines being able to do it. So this first one, we're currently using the small plow. And this small tractor can't even pull that one. It has to be at least this tractor. And then if we select this one, that can pull the small one, but the only one that we have that can select the big one is the largest tractor. And then this on bigger fields, it might say 2 days, 3 days, whatever. But when you select the bigger one, it might go down to 1 day. So you can get the whole field done 1 day. So since ours doesn't change, I don't think there's any point in using a bigger machine. again, this is the value we're going to be paying, so it's going to cost us about 130 euros to run this machine and this plow for a day to do that field. So we'll go with the lowest amount. Same with this one. We can use the smallest tractor, but if we select a bigger tractor here, we can get the bigger plow. And then obviously if we select the small one, this one's 95 euros a day, 120, 145, 220, and then 260. So this would be for much bigger fields. Again, for us, it didn't change the time. So for us, the best thing would do would be probably the small tractor. With this plow, it's still 1 day, no matter if you use the big tractor or not, so we'll go with that. Seedbed, there's only currently one implement for that, so we'll use the smallest plus that. Same with this one, smallest tractor plus that. Growth period of 90 days. Some of these ones can be cut down. Again, if you have like seeding the olives, I had a huge area. It cost me like $800,000 to buy it, and the area with 42 workers, because you have to get it down to a certain amount of days, took 15 days to plant it because I wasn't able to click mechanical. I think there's some things that you can do with machines, and some can do manual work. So we don't have any of that option right now, but there's different things that you can do, and that'll cut down on your time. So 90-day growth period, that's not going to change, but all these rest of them, they could change the number of days. So it's going to cost us about 520 euros. I think this is total, 1 day of plowing, 1 day of cultivating, 1 day of doing the seed bed, 1 day of seeding, 90 days of growing, 1 day of harvest. So that's going to total for 500 euros, and it's going to cost us it's going to expected revenue of 55,000. So that's a pretty good amount right there. We'll confirm that. This is carrots, so we're actually going to fulfill our contract if we can get enough of it. And it says we're supposed to get expected about 9.98 tons. We only need 1 ton, or I think it's only a half ton for our contract. So we might be able to accept the other one as well. Let's go back to the contracts and see. I think we can accept this, and we'll just find out. If we need, we can cancel it. So we might be able to get both of those done. So here's our field. And if we click on slow speed here, or normal speed, we should be able to see the worker here in just a bit. The time should start moving. We'll go to the faster speed. So there we go. You can actually see the worker in the field. We'll close out of this stuff so we can get a lot of the clutter off the screen here. So there we go. I think we'll unpin these two as well. Try and get as much of the clutter off as possible. But then we'll speed this up. This one actually just skips to the next action. So he's currently plowing the field actually. So he'll plow it. We'll do that. Bam, the field's all plowed. Now he's going on to the next thing, so he's cultivating. Click it again. Field's cultivated. And you can speed or slow this up as well. So we'll just skip forward a little bit. Now he's done with that action. He's on to the next one. I think now he's actually planting, and you can look at down here in the corner. It gives you kind of messages for all of them as well. It's also kind of cool to see him using the other tractors. And again, if we didn't have all of these tractors or implements, we wouldn't be able to do certain types of farming. So we can do pretty much everything there is to do on here. Let's just speed this up again. So there we go. Now you can see the time is actually starting to fly by. We're into January. We can speed this up quite a bit. You can see the dates going past. Now we're into February. We're into March. And here we go. We're into April the 5th now. So we're at day 88 out of a possible 90 days. Once the 90 days hit, he'll go in there and start harvesting. That'll take another day. Usually the quicker you can harvest, the better yield you get, because as time goes on, some of the stuff becomes rotten. So looks like we have no potassium in ours currently. The potassium level and phosphorus level, nitrogen level are going down. Potassium is completely gone. And here we go, day 90. Looks like a rainy day. He's out there harvesting. But that is kind of the gist of the game, guys. You're basically, it's kind of like a real-time strategy with not the strategy part, just kind of a real-time top-down farming building game, kind of. And you can farm all over the world, which is pretty cool. So there we go. He completely did the field, so we'll pause this just so we can use the time a little bit more wisely. So we can go to the marketplace here. And it looks like, yeah, we have 9.86 tons. And if we go to contracts here, we can complete this one. We have 500 kilos worth. And that'll give us 17,000. Here's our money, it's 25,000, so 42. This one we're not quite there. So we'd have to plant, oh shoot, I didn't even look. I thought this was carrots. It's not even carrots. Completely different crop. So this one would be onions. I guess we'll have to plant onions now. We didn't even plan for that at all. Okay, so in order to boost the... Actually, here, I'll show you guys quick this. So if we were to do onion currently, we're expected to get about $40,000 worth, but our potassium is completely empty. So if we fertilize the field, it'll cost us around 673, I think. Maybe that's exact. Because it'll be 100 kilos per hectare, so I don't know, that must be, you know, I don't know what that maths out to exactly, because it's euros and kilos and stuff, but yeah, I think that's the total for our land. So we'll fertilize that. Looks like that was the total. And then let's see if that changed it at all. Oh, well, it hasn't taken place yet, so we'll have to skip a little bit of time for him to get out there and actually, there we go. So now he's spreading potassium out on the field. Speed that up. And now we actually have, you know, a decent amount of potassium. I think we'll probably just do it again. Because it's about halfway. Maybe we'll do all three of these. Let's see. Fertilize, so $2,000 for that. Now that's done. That's pretty close. Oh, that did all of them actually. It looks like the only thing left is do some spraying, some weeding. There he goes. Done. Okay, so we have 0% weeds. We're pretty close to max on nitrogen. We are maxed out on phosphorus, potassium, and it's raining, so the soil moisture is going up right now. And then, yeah, if we click back on our field here, we can plant. I'm going to close out of these little ones. I forgot, what is it? Contracts was onions, right? So we'll go click here, plant. I already forgot what it was. You guys would have to rewind back in the video to figure it out, but onion would give us... Wait, do we not even have the option for onion, or did I pass it? Here we go. Onion would give us 66,000. I think it was 30,000 last time. I'm going to click cancel here quick just to check out the prices. So we could get 108,000 from olives. That's the most lucrative one. But again, we'd probably have to hire a bunch of workers to get through that and would eat into that cost. I'm not sure what the most lucrative one would be. That would be sort of a easier one to complete that wouldn't really eat into the cost that you'd, like, if you were to pick this one, plant asparagus, like how much of that 77,000 would you actually get? Would you get like 75,000 out of that, you know? Let's go do the onions. So again, we're expected 13.74 tons. If we do this, we get 0.75 tons, and that one's still 0.75 tons. Let's see, do we have... Okay, so here's one of the ones where I was talking about we have the option... Oh, yeah, we do. We have the option for manual work or mechanical work. So the manual work would take them 19 days, and it's a Reddit saying, wait, that's too long. You'd have to hire more people to do that manually because it would just take forever. So you could do that, or you could do it mechanical. with a machine, take you 1 day. Manual work again. This guy gets paid $100 per month, so it only cost us $100 for one person to do it in 19 days. But 19 days is too long. I think it'll say over here, yeah, it has to be a minimum, or a maximum, sorry, of 15 days. So we'd have to hire probably at least one worker to cut that time down. We'll go mechanical, and we'll do all this again, I think. That one didn't really add any, but I think it probably does. It just didn't add enough to get this up to 76, so we'll do that. Yeah, we'll do the bigger truck. No, I lied. We can do the smaller truck here with the smaller plow. Here we got the smaller one. Does this make a difference? No, not really, just adds cost, so we'll use the small one again. Seedbed, we'll use mechanical or manual work. We don't have the option, oh we do have the option for mechanical here. 19 days or 1 day. Harvesting, same thing. Smaller machine, smaller implement, we're good to go. So a cost of 520 euros, we should get about 66,000. Let's do that. We'll probably just skip a couple of steps here. There we go, so now time is passing. July 19th is the expected date it's going to be done. I think it'll slow down when it automatically gets there, so yeah, it kind of starts out slow. So there we go, he's got the last couple of rows done. Or last couple of rows to go, I should say. These are basically just warnings saying, or notifications, not warnings, saying this is done, this is done. It's kind of funny because we've got trees and stuff out here too. I don't know if there's a better way to do this, but again, this is just my first look at the game. I don't really know what I'm doing, but I figured I would jump in and show you guys. I think this game is only available for PC. I tried looking it up before I started, and I didn't really see anything about Xbox or PlayStation. I think it's $17, maybe 18 or 19, but I think it was less than 20 for sure. So, there we go. That is complete. It looks like we kind of got a mediocre yield out of that, maybe after this went down and the weeds went up and this is completely toasted. Let's go to our contracts here. It looks like we did get 1,000, so we can complete the contract, get 20,000. Close out of that. So yes, we earned 20,000. And it removed 1,000 liters or 1,000 kilos worth of onion. And then if we go back to our farm over here, if we click on the marketplace, we actually have extra carrots and extra onions from both of those contracts, which we can sell for, I think it's €4.80 per kilogram. So if we add 1 kilogram, it'd be, well, I guess it's six euros, but yeah, both of them are 6. Maybe it rounds it, but yeah, you can sell all the extra you have as well. I think you can store it. I don't know if there's any kind of a graph that kind of shows you the prices over time or anything like that, but if you click on this, it adds the full amount. So everything here, I think. Oh no, it's all of the ones. So it removed, hang on, let me close out of this. It says 9.364 carats removed from the refrigerated warehouse. I think that's 9,000 kilos. Because it gave us $52,000 worth. Go back to the marketplace, so we have, oops, 12,000 kilos. Oh, sorry, I looked at the wrong number. Yeah, 12,670, I guess 12.67 tons. That's probably the easiest way to say it. And then that's worth €4.80 per ton, or per kilo, sorry. Which comes to about 60,000. So we'll sell all that. And now we're up to 172,000. So If we go back here, start of the year, this is where we bought all our stuff. We had one worker, so we spent $100 that, well, it didn't even count the first month. They gave it to us free, I guess. $100 the first month, $100 the second month, $100 the third month. But we completed a contract, got $17,000. So we went from $25,000 to $39,000. That doesn't add up. The price doesn't really make sense there. It's $4,000 below, and that's like $4,000 below. But anyways. Oh, maybe because I bought the phosphorus and that kind of stuff, so that's why we spent $4,000 on that. That makes sense. I guess it doesn't have a spot for it in here, which is kind of odd. And then we spent $100 a month for this month. April, May, June, July, which is what we are in right now. We're on July the 19th. And then we sold, or completed the other contract for $19,000. $100 a month for the worker, and then, or 100 euros, sorry. Then we sold for $113,000 all of our extra carrots and onions, so we currently have $172,000 with a couple months to go. And there's only, the contracts refresh every year, so we have 166 days to go, all the way to the end of the year before a new contract would pop up. So at this point, you can kind of just click over to your farm. And obviously if you have money, you can buy more land, you know. You can add more of these places to your property and complete multiple things at once, but we just own, this is our house again over here. We just own this little piece of property here. But we could, again, plant something, whatever we wanted. We could probably, what I would probably do would be go for the most expensive thing. Looks like lemons maybe. Didn't mean to click on that. Let's see, 38,000, 55,000 olives, 44,000 lemons. So yeah, I think it would be olives, but I think 44,000 might be the second best. Yeah, it is. So we could do lemons again here, or I guess it'd be the first time we've done lemons. Weed the field. There we go. Click back on the field. There's still a little bit of weeds in there. Let's add some fertilizer. And I'm just speeding this up for the sake of time, so... and then we got some potassium to throw on. And now they all look decent. This said, what did it say, 44,000 I think? Let's see what if it went up at all. Lemons, where was it? There we go, 67, crap, didn't mean to click on it again. 67,000 now. So I think we just spent, I don't know, 2,000 or 3,000, and our expected value has gone up 20-something thousand. Again, when we started the game, we had our crop prices and all that stuff set to like the easy version, but basically it's going to pay off. It's an investment to invest into the field, to put more nitrogen and phosphorus and that kind of stuff in there. So if we planted lemons, this will give us a little bit more of a yield or actually less of a yield. That's weird. Even less yield there. Maybe I'm looking at it backwards. That says it's too cold, lack of sunshine, and no potassium, so... maybe lemons aren't the best thing to be planting here, but it says that we would be getting the highest amount of money from planting it, so... That's probably what I would do, and then after you get some more land, you can buy, this chunk for 13,000. That's a weird, very weird chunk. For 10,000... eventually you can work your way up to getting, $200,000 chunk, $300,000, almost 400. This one's 500,000. And then yeah, you can have a bunch of different big areas and be doing all kinds of different crops and stuff. So it's pretty bare bones right now, but if you guys are into this kind of a game, I think you might like it. But that is going to be it for the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you guys for watching. If you want to watch another video, there's a random video on screen and another playlist. Please be sure to share the video, like it, comment, and subscribe. Turn on those bell notifications so you're notified when I upload. And until next time, peace.